So you want to buy a JMB VL3. Isn't that plane from Flight Sim 2020? Yes, it is. It was so popular in Flight Sim that they decided to build it in real life. But get this, JMB is so cutting edge that they built it before Flight Sim even came out. Talk about innovative. So what is the VL3? It's that European two-seat composite plane that weighs less than 600 kilograms. Oh, that doesn't really narrow it down. No, I suppose it doesn't. How about this? It's the one that's balls fast. You know, the one that's side by side? Yes, that one. Nowadays, VL3 comes in a smorgasbord of engines. Smorgasbord is the Czech word for many. All Rotax, the 912 and up, are your options. I'm going to double down on performance today and show the 912 and the 915. If you buy one used, it probably has the 912. If you bought a new one today, you'd probably opt for the 915 or 16 because performance is off the wall. It's a retract, but fixed gear is an option, though if you buy a fixed gear and you're not a flight school, you're missing the point. The plane is slippery, and it carries no shortage of fuel at 140 liters or about 37 gallons in freedom units. Something to note, these ranges are for when you're flying at best economy or about 55% power. If you're willing to pull the throttle way back and fly best endurance, you can stay in the air for over 10 hours and go almost twice as far. This is one of those planes that's registered differently depending on where you are. You'd have to check what the options are in your area. In Canada, we can register this with a special limited airworthiness certificate and fly at night and IFR. Beauty. Considering it's a new modern plane with not all but many bells and whistles, it's not that expensive. Used ones come up now and then, especially in Europe. But is it expensive to run? Not really. Insurance befits a modern retract at this price point. If you're trying to impress your date, you can burn 9.1 gallons and push 190 knots. But if she doesn't dig the oxygen cannula, you can slurp just 6.5 and still go 150. Mostly people go 170 or so on 7 gallons. There's also a ballistic recovery parachute stocked in there, which is a nice thing to have in a pinch, but you do have to pay to repack it now and then, which isn't cheap. Unlike a lot of planes we talk about, buying it is the expensive part and running it much less so. Buying a plane is a dream for many people. Buying a new or newish plane is fantasy land. Dreaming of buying a new plane that goes 185 knots means you're probably on acid. If we allow ourselves to peek into the world of new piston singles, we discover the VL3 isn't all that expensive, especially when we consider the speed, range, retracts, and even IFR legal depending where you are. It's a cool plane, there's no question, and for a brand new plane, not that expensive, just about the same as 2 Lamborghinis. That's JMB VL3. Thanks for watching. See you in the next.